Deep in the redwood forests of California, where the towering trees stretch toward the heavens and the air is thick with the scent of pine and earth, lies a place shrouded in mystery, Bohemian Grove. This secluded enclave has been the subject of countless rumors and speculations over the years, a playground for the elite where the rich and powerful come to escape the prying eyes of the public. It's a place where luxury meets secrecy, and where the world's most influential figures gather to unwind and discuss matters away from the spotlight. These members make deals that shape our lives. Decisions made in the secrecy of Bohemian Grove have far-reaching consequences, affecting economies, governments, and societies around the world. But what are their true intentions? Are they working for the greater good, or are there hidden agendas at play? The true motives of those who gather here remain a mystery, shrouded in the same secrecy that surrounds the grove itself. Ancient symbols and rituals are a common sight here. Some say they are merely harmless traditions, while others believe they hold a more sinister purpose. At the heart of Bohemian Grove stands a giant owl. This owl is not just any ordinary statue. It is an imposing figure that dominates the landscape, casting long, eerie shadows in the moonlight. The forest around it seems to whisper secrets, as if the trees themselves are aware of the owl's presence. The air is thick with an unsettling silence, broken only by the occasional rustle of leaves or the distant hoot of a real owl, as if paying homage to its stone counterpart. A symbol of wisdom, they say. Throughout history, owls have been revered as symbols of knowledge and insight. Ancient scrolls and manuscripts often depict the owl as a guardian of sacred wisdom, a creature that sees beyond the veil of the ordinary world. In many cultures, the owl is a guide, leading the way through the darkness of ignorance to the light of understanding. Its eyes, wide and unblinking, are said to see the truth that lies hidden from human sight. But this owl is different. It radiates an aura of malice. Unlike the wise and benevolent owls of legend, this statue exudes a sense of foreboding. Its eyes, glowing with an unnatural light, seem to follow you wherever you go, as if it is watching, waiting. The shadows around it seem to move and shift, creating the illusion of figures lurking just out of sight. There is a palpable sense of dread that hangs in the air, a feeling that something ancient and malevolent is at work. Its eyes seem to pierce your very soul. Those who have dared to look into the eyes of the statue speak of an overwhelming sense of fear and unease. It is as if the owl can see into the deepest recesses of your mind, uncovering your darkest secrets and fears. The experience is said to be so intense that some have been driven to madness, unable to escape the gaze of the owl even in their dreams. This is no ordinary bird. This owl is worshipped, revered. They call it Moloch. In the dead of night, cloaked figures gather around the statue, their faces hidden in the shadows. They chant in a language long forgotten, their voices rising and falling in a haunting melody. The name Moloch is whispered with a mixture of fear and reverence, a name that carries with it the weight of ancient power and dark rituals, a deity of ancient times. Moloch is a name that echoes through the annals of history, a god of sacrifice and fire. In ancient times, temples were built in his honor, and offerings were made to appease his insatiable hunger. The ruins of these temples can still be found, hidden deep within the forest, their walls adorned with the symbol of the owl. These places are remnants of a time when the line between the mortal world and the realm of the gods was thin, a bringer of chaos and destruction. Moloch is not a god of peace or prosperity. He is a deity of chaos, a force of nature that brings destruction in his wake. The rituals performed in his name are said to unleash dark energies, causing havoc and turmoil. Flames dance in the night, casting eerie shadows that seem to come alive. The very earth trembles as if in response to the power being summoned. It is a scene of primal fear and awe, a reminder of the destructive power that lies just beneath the surface of the world. They perform rituals at its feet. Sacrifices are made. The rituals are elaborate and shrouded in secrecy. Those who participate are bound by oaths of silence, their identities hidden behind masks and robes. Offerings are made, sometimes of precious objects, sometimes of living beings. The truth is too terrifying to contemplate. The reality of what happens in the shadow of the owl is something that few can face. It is a truth that lies hidden in the darkness, a secret that is guarded by fear and silence. Those who have glimpsed it speak of a terror that goes beyond the physical, a fear that reaches into the very soul. It is a reminder that some truths are too terrible to be known, that some mysteries are best left unsolved. But what if I told you the truth about this owl? This monstrous deity they worship. It's not Moloch. It's something far more familiar. Something that has infiltrated our lives under the guise of education. It's the Duolingo owl. Yes, you heard me right. That seemingly innocent app on your phone, with its cute little owl mascot. It's all a facade, a clever disguise. The owl at Bohemian Grove is the Duolingo owl, and it's not happy. Why is the Duolingo owl so angry? It's simple. We failed it. We failed to learn new languages. We ignore its reminders. We dismiss its notifications, and it's had enough. Think about it. The constant badgering, the passive-aggressive messages, the guilt trips when you miss a lesson. It's not just about teaching us. It's about control. The Duolingo owl craves power. It wants to dominate us, and it knows that language is the key. The Duolingo owl's plan is diabolical in its simplicity. It wants to make everyone bilingual, trilingual, polyglots. Natalie's wet dream. But that's another story. A world without language barriers. Sounds utopian, doesn't it? But this is no humanitarian mission. It's a strategic maneuver, a way to unite the world under its feathery wing. Once we all speak the same language, we'll be easier to control, to manipulate, to enslave. The owl knows that knowledge is power, and language is the key to unlocking that knowledge. With its language learning app, it's creating an army of followers, millions of people, all beholden to the owl. But it's not just about knowledge, it's about allegiance. Every time you complete a lesson, you pledge your loyalty to the owl. You become another cog in its machine, another soldier in its army of the fluent. Imagine a world where everyone speaks the same language, where borders are meaningless, where cultures are homogenized. This is the Duolingo owl's dream, a world ripe for the taking. And it's not just about world domination, it's about something far more sinister, something ancient and evil. Something that will send shivers down your spine. The mark of the beast, is it fluency or enslavement? This question has haunted humanity for centuries, and now it seems we are on the brink of discovering the truth. The Duolingo owl is not just a power-hungry bird, it's a symbol that has infiltrated our daily lives, subtly influencing our actions and thoughts. It's something far more sinister. It's the Antichrist. This seemingly innocent app, with its friendly reminders and cute animations, hides a dark secret. Yes, you heard me right. The Antichrist in the flesh, or rather, in the feathers. Think about it. How else could an app gain such a powerful hold over millions of people worldwide? The owl's eyes, always watching, always judging. It's as if it knows our every move, our every thought. The mark of the beast, 666. This number has been associated with evil and doom for centuries, and now it appears in the most unexpected places. What if I told you that the Duolingo owl is the sixth letter of the alphabet? The letter FF for fluency, or perhaps F for something far more sinister. Coincidence? I think not. The connections are too many, too precise to be mere chance. The owl, the number 666. The letter F. It all fits together in a chilling puzzle. By making us learn new languages, the owl is branding us with its mark. Each lesson, each new word is another link in the chain that binds us to its will, enslaving us to its will. We become so obsessed with maintaining our streaks, with earning lingots, that we lose sight of what truly matters, preparing us for the coming apocalypse. An apocalypse not of fire and brimstone, but of minds enslaved, of free will eroded. The Duolingo owl is not just a harmless app, it's a harbinger of doom, a symbol of our own enslavement. But there is hope. Awareness is the first step towards liberation. By recognizing the signs, by understanding the true nature of the Duolingo owl, we can break free from its grasp. Together, we can resist. We can reclaim our minds, our free will. The power lies within us. The Duolingo owl may be powerful, but it is not invincible. We are stronger. We are united. The dawn of a new era is upon us. An era where we are no longer enslaved by the mark of the beast, but free to live our lives as we choose. The choice is ours. Will we succumb to the owl's sinister influence, or will we rise above and reclaim our freedom? The decision is yours. Choose wisely. The signs are all around us. The owl's influence is everywhere. In our phones, in our schools, in our governments. It's already too late to stop it. The owl has already won. But we don't have to give in. We can resist. We can fight back against this avian antichrist. We can reclaim our minds. We can break free from its linguistic shackles. Delete the app. Reject the owl's teachings. Embrace your native tongue. Spread the word. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Tell everyone you know. The Duolingo owl may have fooled the world, but it won't fool us. We know its true nature. We see through its facade. We will not be silenced. We will not be controlled. Conclusion. The fight for our minds. The battle for our minds has begun. On one side, the Duolingo owl, with its army of polyglots. On the other, those of us who value freedom, who cherish our individuality, who refuse to be pawns in the owl's game. The stakes have never been higher. The fate of the world hangs in the balance. Choose wisely, my friends. Choose freedom. Choose resistance. Choose to fight back against the Duolingo owl.